Hello folks, for a long time Photoshop was the best image editor application. It was very powerful tool for edit photos, for making drawings and to do a lot of other things. But times are changing, there appears a lot of new applications for drawing, and now it is time to check these new image editors. Can they be a replacement for our lovely Adobe Photoshop? And today I want to check this image editor Affinity Photo. It is claimed that this application is good enough to compete with Photoshop. So let's check its capabilities. Maybe it has some advantages over Photoshop, and I think it will be very interesting to compare these two image editors. Okay, the Affinity Photo has a pretty good interface. Here we have almost the same panel as Photoshop has. These are fill tool, brush tool, eraser, clone brush tool. It has even healing brush tool as Photoshop has, pen tool, gradient tool and others. At the top we have some filters. For example, here we have a filter with some presets. Here we have quick buttons to auto levels, to auto contrast, auto colors and so on. Quick buttons for select all, deselect, and this is a very useful, very handy things, I think. But actually they take some space here, and your space for drawing contracts a little bit. But you may hide this toolbar, I think, to get more space. Alright, let's check some tools for drawing. Here we have brushes, basic brushes. Let's try this. At first look it looks normally, but actually there is some problem with these brushes. We have many settings here, as in Photoshop we have spacing, hardness, flow and so on. We have dynamics here. Here we can add pressure for some settings. And let's zoom in and check the brush consistency. Okay, here we have a decent circle, but when we go to the other side it changed a little bit. Let's zoom again, and what do we have here? This is a almost sharp crisp circle, and near on the other side we have blurred smooth circle. Here again we have sharp crisp circle, and here at this side all circles are blurred and smoothed. Let's check a little bit smaller size. Let's see what is happening here. Depending on brush positions we have different shape of brush. Let's see, here we have a perfect cross, super sharp, super crisp cross, and here we have a blurred circle, and this is the same brush. So here really something wrong is happening with brush density. One smear you have sharp crisp, one smear you have a really sharp and crisp, and other smear will be blurred, smooth circle. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? So I think because of this issue you can't control your drawing at small details level. Just imagine when you're working on some character face, for example, draw eyelids or something else, and you get one smear crisp and one smear blurred. You will be freaked out about these brushes and close this program and uninstall this software, I think. So we have a really big problem with small brushes. It is almost unusable for drawing. And what about big brushes? Let's see what problems do we have with big brushes. So because of this problem I think we have these rough edges on these hard brushes. I think it is not so bad and it may be okay. So if you will draw only with big brushes, then you may use this image editor for drawing. But let's check what will it be if we set the hardness to 0 and try to draw. So yes, if hardness set to 0 we don't see any problems here, but if we set it to 100% then all of these problems will appear. Again, let's see, at one place it becomes blurred and smooth, and in the other place it will be a perfect crisp circle. Perfect crisp circle versus blurred smooth circle. This is a huge problem, I think. I don't know how they allowed this to happen, but it is what it is. Okay, the drawing experience with the software is completely ruined, so let's see what it can do as photo editor. Okay, in this menu we have all standard functions as levels, white balance, color adjust, recolor, black and white. And really I like this quick presets that falls down under this menu. You may set different exposure with one click, and it has some masking capabilities, so you can work with mask, but masking in the software is not so powerful as in Photoshop. It has some glitches with pressure. For example, here my brush doesn't work. If I change the accumulation jitter a little bit, it will paint with a certain opacity, but everything else doesn't work. Let's try to reload this image. Here we have the same brush and here it works again. Okay, in conclusion, I think we can say that this image editor can be a replacement for Photoshop. You can't get enough control of your smears. Using these brushes will distort your image, so this image editor may be okay for photo editing, but I don't recommend it to use for drawing. Okay, in other video we will check another software for drawing, so don't get missed. See you later, bye bye.